wherever you're at in the world and whatever time of day. I am really excited to be here. Welcome to Sorrel Beya Yoga. Here's another one of my yoga classes to share with you all, and it's a little different than my normal. So I recently had some surgery on my wrist, and it's definitely changed and slowed down my practice. I can't get back to putting any pressure on my wrist for another week or two, depending on how I'm feeling. And I've lost a lot of mobility, which I think in a way is a good thing though, because it's helped me understand and relate to people who have injuries or who want a slower, gentler practice. So today's flow is a gentle practice that promotes a peaceful state of mind. And these are a lot of stretches and shapes that I've been moving my body into lately. And they just have been feeling so yummy and wonderful. And I can't wait to share them with you today. I highly recommend having either a 1 block or 2 blocks. If you don't have any, that's okay. And either a bolster or like what I have here is just my pillow. So something that is just very cushiony and that we're going to be able to rest our body on. I also recommend, and I will share in the section below, in the description below, a little playlist that I recommend having on in the background because I'm not going to be doing as much talking today. Since we're going to be holding some of these shapes for a little longer, allowing our bodies just to kind of melt into them. And so I think it's nice. I have me some instrumental music playing in the background. You can maybe hear it a little bit. And I think it just allows us to move into that parasympathetic nervous system and just really slow down. So why don't you go ahead and get on your back. I would even recommend starting to lay on your pillow, just like you're hopping into bed, but you're on your mat, wherever that is. Maybe you're outside, inside, maybe you have your dog nearby or your kid nearby, or whatever is, wherever you're comfortable. And put your head on your pillow. Start to close your eyes. And breathe with me. Taking some deep breaths in through the nose. Long exhales out of the mouth. Breathing in. And breathing out. Inhale. Exhale. Keeping that breath going, I'm going to share another little paragraph from the same book that I shared from a couple of weeks ago, World of Wonders by Aimee, and let's just call her last name Nez for today, since I definitely butchered it the other week. And you're welcome to tune me in or tune me out. I'm certain it's not any magic in my mouth, no special twist of tongue that only I have unlocked. But I think it's the quiet way you settle into the crook of a tree trunk, the still and slow down of your heart in a world that wants us to be quick and to move on to the next thing. The secret in talking to birds is in the steadiness of each limb as you make your way into their territory, in the deliberateness of each movement and bend of tree branch and grass blade. And just like the poto, which is a type of bird, who is rewarded for her stillness by having her lunch practically fly right to her mouth, perhaps you could try a little tranquility, find a little tenderness in your quiet. Who knows what feathered gifts await? And I've reread this little paragraph over and over the past couple of weeks as a reminder for myself, because it's a little hard for me to slow down and enjoy the quiet. But I do notice a lot more beautiful things and beautiful sounds and beautiful smells and beautiful sights in those quiet moments where I'm just sitting outside, just watching the birds as I sip my coffee in the morning or my tea in the evening, and I see the little hummingbirds coming to the flowers, or I see the butterflies or the bats flying at night. And no phone, just me, my energy, and nature's energy, and us connecting. And there's a lot of little gifts out there. You just gotta slow down enough so you can see them, hear them, taste them, smell them. So as you move throughout today's practice, which I'm so happy that you're here. I know I said that, but I really am. Really soaking in the quiet, the slow, the presence of just being with your breath, your body, your heart, your soul. So taking a few more breaths here, bringing your hands to your belly as you lay on your back, staying here. And feeling the breath lift, feeling the belly lift into your palms. And with each exhale, feeling the belly deflate like a big balloon. With each inhalation, feeling more of your back rest against the mat. Feeling the shoulders relax, the back of the neck and the head. The heels, the toes, the length of the legs, the whole body here. Almost like you're just floating on like a soft water, or floating in a river, or just on your back or in your pool. And you just feel the soft water touching you, lapping against your body. And you feel this sensation of being held, this deep-rooted sense of ease and calm and peace and tranquility. It's always accessible. Times it's hard to get to that point because we're always going. And that's why sometimes injuries can be a good thing. Like for me, I know mine has definitely forced me to slow down whether I've wanted to or not. But in that slowness, I've been able to do a lot of healing and a lot of gratitude for the magic of my body and how strong and healthy it is. And just seeing all my students and their practice and seeing how strong and healthy they are. It's beautiful. How resilient. Take a few more breaths here and just lying on the back. Softening the face. Softening the lips and the cheeks. Relax the arms a little bit more. And take one more breath just like this. And open the mouth and sigh it on out. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed or flutter them open, whatever works for you. And start to draw the knees into the chest, rocking side to side, very gentle. Today is all about, think about the tortoise and how the tortoise wins the race. I'm going slower today, better. Taking some time to heal, to make it so that you can show up a little bit better for the rest of the day, for everyone around you, or if it's the evening, so that you can get some better sleep. And then from here, send the left leg out long and take the hips over to the right, just a little. Left hand touches the outside of the right leg and take it all the way over to the left side of the body, coming into a spinal twist. And this right hand can either come out like a cacti, or if it feels better and less intense on that right shoulder, just bring the right hand and rest it on the side of the body here. And I really do encourage the lightness in the eyelids. Maybe just completely closing the eyes for a majority of the practice today. Letting it be more internal work. In these longer holds, we massage the fascia. We do a lot of healing in the joints and the bones, the muscles, and all the tissues in our body, giving ourselves some extra love. And coming back through center, reset, bringing both legs in, rock side to side again. And then extend that right leg out long. Take the hips over to the left just a little. Right hand catches the opposite leg and just draws it over to the right side of the body, coming into a spinal twist on the opposite side. And once again, you can let the left arm splay out like a cacti arm, or just bring the hand to rest on the body, on the belly. Breathing here. Feeling a softness in the muscles, relaxing them. This is also a great yoga practice for if you work out a lot, and this is good for recovery. This is one of those flows, I guess it's not exactly a flow, but a practice, a compilation of shapes that we can do over and over. This can be a daily one in addition to your regular practice. And then come back onto the back. Reset, hugging the legs back in, rocking side to side. And then from here, plant both feet down, knees up. Take the right ankle, cross it over the left thigh. And you can stay just like this, pressing the right leg away, flexing the toes. Or coming into a restorative pigeon shape, lift the legs up and bring the hands to catch the back of the left thigh. It's very passive today, though. A lot of times we're really pulling the legs in or starting to straighten this bottom leg. Today, very passive, even letting the arms feel slack and fall slack. The neck and the head and the shoulders, stay relaxed. Even the belly is soft here. And continuing to breathe, never losing that connection, or if you do, coming back to it. Feeling that stretch in the back of the right leg. You might feel it other places as well, but that's our focus right now, is that right leg. And take a couple more breaths here. These longer holds are so special. You have to stay so present. And then switching sides, planting the feet, knees up, pressing left ankle over right thigh. And once again, stay here and just press the left leg away. Or lift the legs up, catch the back of the right thigh. Flex the toes. I'm feeling that stretch in the back of the left leg now, and obviously probably feeling it in other places too. But notice where you feel it. Notice where your mind's at. Can you draw it back to just enjoying and savoring this shape? Feeling the magic. It takes time for our bodies to settle into each shape, and then it can finally really melt into it. A lot of times we're rushing from one shape to the other. This right here, this is magic. It's magic to move, obviously, but this is a different kind of magic. And take a couple more breaths here. This is a magic where you have to be so present. I guess you don't have to, your mind can wander, but really bringing that intention to keep bringing it back to this space, reconnecting with the breath, really changes the sensations in the body, the connections. And gently release. Take some breaths here with the knees up, just resting, seeing with each exhale, can you bring the lower part of the back a bit more onto the mat, kind of tilting the hips up. Just breathing. Good. Let's take 3 more breaths here. In through the nose, out through the nose. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, and breathing out. Ever so gently start to roll onto one side, and then using one of your hands or both hands, we're going to gently sit up. And not letting the eyes completely open because we want to stay in this relaxed state. If you have your props, I want you to set up one block is a little taller. If you don't have your props, just lay your pillow down long ways. If you do have your props, let's try this out. So you have one block a little taller, one block a little lower, and you get your pillow and you just set it along the blocks, like kind of like this. And you'll get it comfortable for your body. My body's obviously different than yours. Wow, how many times can I say the word obviously? But yeah, get it just right. And we're going to find a restorative child's pose here. So what you're going to do is you have your setup here. Come to kneeling and walk yourself closer to this pillow block little formation here. And up to you how close you want to get and how high. Maybe you even need another pillow here to stack right here. Or can you come down and rest on the forehead? I'm going to lean up a little, that way I can keep talking to you, but just wrapping maybe even the arms like you're holding onto the blocks, or just let them fall by your sides and really put weight on to the pillow, onto this formation here. Softening the hips, softening the feet. Softening the fingers. Feeling a nice stretch in the front and the top of the feet. And the shins and the hips. And continue to breathe. Allowing each exhale to melt you a little more onto the pillows, softening more of the back and the belly. It sounds so funny, but think of yourself here as just like a little blob, a little gooey blob, like slime or dough. Yeah, I like dough. And that weight of the dough, you're just melting, you're malleable here. You're molding yourself to this pillow. You're allowing yourself some stillness amongst our ever-moving days, constantly filled with movement and noise and going and doing. We have to balance it out with a softness. The yin and the yang, the sun and the moon. Can't have one without the other. And take 2 more breaths here. And 1 more. And exhale it out. And gently come up. Leave your formation here and start to turn so that the side of one of your thighs, we're going to do both sides, so it doesn't matter which one you do first, is going to come right up. So you have your hip and the length of one of your thighs up towards the pillow. And if you don't have a pillow or any props, you can totally just do this on a blanket or just on the mat. You don't necessarily need something here. It's just nice to have a little extra cushion. And then the legs are just sprawled out like this. What you're going to do is you're going to bring your arms out like a cacti and then turn to face the pillow. And we have options here. Start to lay down either on the same side. So either on, like if you're, for me, I have my right thigh brushed up to the pillow. And so I'm laying on my right cheek. Or if you want a little twist and an extra massage in the neck, turn the head to look the opposite direction. And you can play with it too and see what feels better. And once again, letting go, letting the weight of your body be held by your soft, cushiony pillow. And you won't stay here as long, so just a few more breaths because we're going to do the other side. And of course, if you want to hold it longer than what I say, you can always stay longer. Listening to the body and honoring what it needs, what it feels. Inhale, come on up. And with your exhale, just switching. So now you're resting the opposite thigh against your pillow cushion. Legs just kind of sprawled out next to you. Arms come up like a cacti and just start to fold onto the pillow. And once again, your choice resting on either cheek, whichever one feels best on your neck. Staying for a couple more breaths on this side. And just feeling this nice stretch, nice little twist in the body. Especially if you have the head turned the other way, you're getting a little extra twist. Inhale, coming up. And now I want you to get your pillow and move your blocks out of the way. And start to send your, I'm going to turn to face you, but you can stay facing whichever direction. Send your right leg out long, left foot, the sole of the foot comes to the inside of that right leg, and the left knee is out. Take your pillow and just place it on top of this right leg. And you might need it taller, you might want to stack multiple pillows or have a block. But I want you to keep now the toes and the feet very relaxed. And a lot of times we work on lengthening the spine and having this really beautiful posture. But guess what? Today we're throwing all that away. And I want you just to slump over this pillow and just hang here. Try to have the palms facing up if it feels okay, relaxing the fingers and resting. Maybe head comes all the way onto the pillow or it just kind of hangs here. And keep breathing. Some of the best things that we can do for ourselves is this. It's taking the time to reconnect with our breath, check in with ourselves, see what's going on in our inner world. Instead of running from it or trying to do so many things, we don't have to face it. This way we hold a place for it, a place for ourselves to do some healing, to feel good, have a big, 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 big platter of peace. Lingering here a little bit longer. Notice the wrist. Can you soften the wrist? Notice the belly. Can you relax the belly? Inhale, gently come up. Think like a little zombie here. You're just gently rising up. Take your pillow, move it to the side just for a moment. Have it nearby. And grab a block if you have one. If not, like I said, it's okay, but I think it'll make this neck shape really nice. We're going to take a wide butterfly. So rather than having the feet really close to the groin, have them pretty far away. And then get your block, place it down kind of near the heels of the feet. And I want you to bring your elbows to the block. And I have it on the highest height here, the highest setting. And then just bring your hands underneath your chin, almost like you're posing for a cute little picture, a little cheesy picture. And just let your head rest in your palms, closing the eyes. If this feels like too much in the legs, bring either a pillow or a blanket underneath each side of the leg. It feels really good that way. And then that way, because remember, we want it to stay very passive today. I'm feeling a nice stretch in the front of the hip flexor. Relaxing the jaw and the cheeks. And really allowing the weight of your head to be held by your palms. You got yourself here. You're holding yourself. And you're not alone. I'm here with you. We're all here together. At different times, different places. But that's the beauty of community. Still community. We're still here supporting each other, learning with each other, exploring our bodies, And I keep bringing up this word. We hear it all the time now too. But healing. Communities like this are very healing. And yoga is very healing for the mind, for the body, for the soul, for the heart. Take a deep breath in. Long sigh out. And gently coming up. Moving the block out of the way. Get your pillow again. This time extending left leg out long. The sole of the right foot comes to the inside of that left leg. And now your pillow is going to come to the top of that left leg. And once again, if you need to stack it, some more pillows here, get some more pillows. Whatever you got to do. And come and relax the forearms down. Once again, palms facing up. And let the head and the neck hang heavy. You're more than welcome to bring the head down to the pillow. And just relax it here in space. Let the toes relax. And coming back to our breath. Deep inhales, nourishing inhales. Nourishing exhales. That's the word for these longer holds. Nourishing. They're so nourishing for the body. And by always moving, and living in a society that is a highly stressful society, highly stressful world, these movements that are slower and gentler, that evoke a sense of tenderness, are so nourishing because they give ourselves a chance. Step away, step out of our constant habitual routines that often land us in stress or always doing and going. Moving. And they just give us a mindful break, a mindful reset, a mindful transition, a place to feel grounded, reroute, reconnect. Take a couple more breaths here. Relaxing the left side of the body a little bit more. Inhale, coming up. And then from here, I want you to come to a wide straddle, but not your full straddle. So if you normally can come almost to like your full center splits, take it back a notch. Pretty relaxed straddle shape. And we're gonna do the same thing where you have your blocks, and if you don't have that, your pillow or both again, and just placing them in between the legs, walking yourself nice and close, the inner thighs to the pillow, and just laying on it, lounging on it. You might need to stack it taller. Remember that. So if you need to get up right now and grab some pillows, or if you have somebody in your house with you and be like, hey, can you throw me some pillows or a blanket? Do it. I want you to be so comfortable. That's the word. We need comfort here. Coziness. So relaxing on your pillow. I'm using my arms as a little pillow here just because of my wrists, but you can just have the arms be down on the ground, whatever works for you. And you can play around too and find the perfect shape for you today.
Relax the toes, relax the legs, keeping the thighs soft, the muscles not engaged. And keep breathing here. Three more breaths. In through the nose, out through the nose. In through the nose, out through the nose. In through the nose, out through the nose. And then gently coming up and taking your pillow and bringing it back to the front of your mat. Moving the blocks out of the way. And we're going to come to a very chill Sphinx pose. So coming onto your belly, bringing forearms to the pillow. If that feels okay. If it doesn't feel good because it gives a little bit more of a stretch to the back, just move the pillow out of the way and rest the forearms on the mat. Bringing the head to it so that the neck is gently tilting forward, chin is coming closer to the chest. Relax the arms, the fingers, keeping still that heavy gaze. Maybe reclosing the eyes. Feeling the stretch in the lower back, also in the front of the chest. Breathing. Keeping the belly relaxed. Keeping the glutes really soft. And the back of the neck is getting this beautiful stretch. I honestly really love this shape. I feel like every single time I do it, I notice something different. And it always feels so good. Today I feel it a lot in the back of my arms. And I keep noticing how I want to like tense up my fingers. But I keep relaxing them with each exhale. And maybe today you're noticing the tops of the feet, or the connection of the knees to the earth, or the thighs to the earth, hips to the earth, belly to the earth, elbows. Take 3 more breaths here. In through the nose, out through the nose. In through the nose, out through the nose. In through the nose, out through the nose. Good. From here, I want to move your pillow out of the way and come all the way to one palm being stacked on top of the other, and just rest your forehead down. Stay just like this, or we're going to take a little variation of half frog. So you send the left knee out to the side. And if it doesn't feel good on that left leg, like kind of rough from the earth below you, slide a blanket underneath the left leg and add some extra cushion. And keep the toes relaxed. Feel the hips. Taking 3 breaths here. One more. Full inhale, full exhale. Send left leg back to meet where the right foot is, and right leg. And then send the right knee out to the side, finding that half frog on the opposite side. And stack the opposite palm on top as well. And rest the forehead back down. Noticing the inside of that right leg. Sending the breath there into that beautiful stretch. And taking 3 more breaths here. And one more full inhale. And long exhale. And coming back, bringing right leg right next to left. And your choice, rolling onto the back and taking regular Shavasana. Or for today, and if you have a wall near you, if not, come to your regular Shavasana, or if you have a couch, you can rest your legs up on the couch. But let's go into legs up the wall, legs up the couch, and get your pillow, bring it where your head's gonna go. And bring your sit bones right up next to the wall or the couch. And you're just gonna slide the legs up as you rest the head on the pillow. But don't straighten the legs. Keep a nice bend in the knees, a generous bend in the knees. And the palms can rest by your sides facing up or bring them to the belly, whatever feels good here. And you can always come to resting with the legs up on the wall and then switch to on the back to your regular Shavasana with the legs splayed out. But this is where I am going to leave you. And please stay as long as you'd like. I recommend for today's kind of practice for 10 to 15 minutes. It sounds long, but think about it. It's out of your whole entire day. Such a short amount of time. But remember, it's so nourishing. It's so healing. And so finding that place, relaxing the muscles in the face. Coming back to the breath. Just breathing naturally, whether that's in through the nose, out through the nose, or in through the nose, out through the mouth. And your mind is going to start to wander everywhere, but keep lassoing it back to this moment, your body, right here, right now, to your breath, to your life force, that prana, moving throughout your body. And I thank you so much for being here today. Let me know if you have any requests or if you would be open to a live Zoom class once a week. And I would love to start doing that, but I want to know if you guys are even interested in that and would want to join in that community, and that way we can actually engage with each other a bit more. Stay here, feel this relaxedness, and coming out of it, be really gentle with yourself, very calm. Thank you so much for being here. You're amazing. Namaste.